I didn't want to make a reaction video because my reaction is pretty much the same as the rest of the community, except my opinions on Ingrid. I think Ingrid could be really cool, but we'll get into that later. But this video is more of a aftermath video discussing how I feel about each character and how I think they're gonna fit into the game, and also just like the state of the game in general, but not like the meta, but just where the game's going and how long I see the game like lasting for. Definitely more of a yap video. I'll put my different segments of what I talk about in the description, and you can just put me on while you do your dishes or something. Before we get into everything though, I need y'all to drop some F's in the chat for my girl Elena. She got 2 days of fame before Sagat came and Tiger kneed his way into the spotlight, bro. They didn't need to do my Black Queen like that so dirty. Like, I don't even know why Elena even dropped this late. Like, who's buying a Switch just for Elena? She should have honestly just dropped before Evo Japan, but I digress. It's too late at this point. F's in the chat for Elena. Alright, boom, starting off, we got Sagat. Sagat's a super safe pick. I think he looks super sick too. I'm not mad at it. He's not my favorite character, but he's not like my least favorite. He's definitely somewhere in my top 7. I think the game could definitely use a couple more zoners. I like the pick, especially with how much rushdown characters are in the game right now. You know, if they make him strong and they make his fireballs real good, which I think they are going to. All of the DLC characters that have been released have been pretty solid. So he's gonna do his thing. He's gonna be zoning. He's gonna be uppercutting. Real classic, real standard, real Sagat-like. So I like it. I think the people are gonna like it, both in the FGC and outside the FGC. And I think he's gonna come out real soon. He might come out before Evo, because they showed off the gameplay. They don't usually show a gameplay at all. It's usually like another month of a drought before they show anything. So I think the trailer and the World Tour stuff is coming real soon, and we'll be playing Sagat real shortly. So I'm excited to try him out. Probably won't main him, but it's cool to have him in the game. You know, he's classic. And we're gonna get some Bonchan Sagat. You know what I'm saying? We haven't seen some good Bonchan Sagat in like a minute, so I'm excited to see what he does with the character too. Then we got Miss Burnkick C Viper, been hype. Oh my god, everybody wanted a Viper, bro. You couldn't watch a fucking tournament without Twitch chat going, where's Viper, where's Viper? And I was one of those people. I think Viper is a super dope character. When I got into the scene, around the transition between Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5. So I didn't really get to play her that much. And even when I did try her out, it was like, I have no clue what I'm doing. But just watching videos of like SF4 Viper is insane. And they're definitely going to make her easier. That's just how Street Fighter 6 goes. But her redesign is super dope, and I'm excited to see how she plays. She's definitely a fan service character, and I mean that in both senses of the word, because if you've been in the scene, you cannot not like C Viper's gameplay style. Like, we need more technical characters in the game. We need someone to really become an expert with a character and just show the world the potential someone has outside of just drive rush. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone's gonna main Viper and it's gonna be super dope, and she's just gonna be sick. She's gonna look super sick in the RE engine. You know, the waifu wars are gonna continue. You know, who like against her and Mai and Cameo, whatever. But it's just a matter of how technical they're going to keep her, because I know a lot of people are going to want to play her, but at the same time too, I think they need to keep that technicality aspect of her intact, because that's part of her identity. Viper is like she's kind of reminds me of like Jacko. Because I remember everybody wanted Jacko and Guilty Gear, but who plays Jacko? Like, only like 2 people in the world play Jacko because she's so hard. So I don't think they're going to make her super hard, but she's definitely going to be technical. She's going to be doing some type of cancels. They're probably going to make the cancels easier, and she's going to be drive rushing into burn kick, left, right, you know, drive parries nerfed, so they can really go crazy as they want with her. I'm down for it, so we'll just have to wait and see. We gotta get past this Sagat arc first, but in due time, she will be here. Next up, we got Alex, my personal favorite of the bunch. He was my secondary in 5, like pseudo secondary. I was kind of scared to play him because I didn't want to lose points in SF5, because all of your points were on one account. It wasn't like separated on different characters like it is now. So I only like played him at like my local and like casually and stuff. But Alex, I think he couldn't have come at a better time, because the game definitely needs more grapplers and charge characters. So it's kind of a 2-in-1. And the thing I like about Alex is that he's so agile. Like, he has the big elbow that has the armor move. He has stun gun, headbutt. He has stomp. Like, he gonna be moving around the screen. And you know, they did his design super dirty in SF5. You know, he had the McDonald's hair. People were memeing him. It was real bad. But in this artwork, he looks really good. But to be fair, everyone looks really good in this artwork, so I'm pretty sure it's going to translate well into the RE engine, and they're going to make his classic costume. So I think visually he's going to be cool. I think gameplay wise it's going to be super fun. I think people are sleeping on Alex. I know people are like, you know, whatever for Alex, but I'm hyped for Alex. Alex is going to be super fun in the game. You know, he's not a super technical like Viper in him, but if you want to play a grappler but don't feel like moving at 2 miles per hour, you know, I think Alex is the guy. Sucks that we have to wait until next year to get him, but as long as he drops before Capcom Cup, I'll take that. Because if we see some Alex at Capcom Cup, that'll be pretty hype. And finally, we have Ingrid. This is definitely the dark horse of the entire season pass. The reason why I don't feel that much anguish towards her, like most of the community is right now, is because I'd rather have a character like we kind of know that's a blank slate than get a brand new character. Because if it was a brand new character, you know, everyone would be like, waste a slot. And there's no hype for new characters. Like, the only time a new character is hype is when the trailer drops. At least we kind of have an idea of what we're getting. If it were truly up to me, I don't even think Street Fighter 6 needs any more new characters. I think there's enough characters in the series in general that they could just make it work. And not even just characters that people love, just characters that people know. Like Eagle, you could do whatever you want with Eagle. Geki, you could do whatever you want with Geki. There's the Final Fight characters. And especially with us only getting 4 characters a season, I just think there's already so many archetypes out there that it would be a waste to, not a waste, but it would be really disappointing to get a new character that didn't hit. If it's one thing that Capcom has proven is that if they did choose a character, they probably have some cool concept or idea that they want to implement. And I'm sure Ingrid's probably going to be flying around the screen or like summoning random stuff. Like, you know, in Extra Battle when the buffaloes cross the screen, she could do some wild shit like that. I mean, like I said, she's a real blank canvas. They could do whatever they want. She's really free flow. And I think this is just a way for them to express the ideas that they have internally without ruining a classic character. Because Street Fighter 5 did that a lot. They would bring back a classic character and then they wouldn't play like they usually did. They did that with Cody. I really didn't like Cody's iteration in SF5. I didn't like Juri's iteration in SF5. Ibuki was very watered down. So I'd rather them take a character that we kind of know and, you know, put some new stuff on them than take out stuff from a character that we already do know. And then it's like a wasted slot. Ingrid herself looks okay. I'm glad they changed her design a little so she's not just purple Karen, because that's kind of how I saw her before. Looking at her gameplay that's on the screen right now, I would take that with a grain of salt, because I doubt they're going to take everything one for one except maybe her normals. I think they really just wanted to play around with like a magic god type of character concept, and they're just gonna do their thing. If she's lame, I'm gonna just be playing Alex anyway, so I'm kind of chilling regardless. I've also noticed that at the end of this season, we'll have 30 characters, and it looks like they're going to keep on releasing 4 characters per season. By year 6, we'll have 42 characters, and I think that's probably where they're going to stop. Or they're going to go for 50 in year 8. I think it's going to be one of those two, mainly because of how successful the game is. As long as people are okay with Drive Rush, I think the game is going to last long. I truthfully think for year 5, they're going to drop like a nuke patch where it's going to be, they're going to change up the mechanics a lot. And I think that's going to really determine whether we get year 8 or if we're going to stop at year 6. So we still have a lot of time to get a couple new characters. I'm pretty satisfied, you know. Cammy's always going to be in the game for me. Alex is there, Viper is there, and there's a lot of potential with other characters that could be in the game. So I think so many characters look sick in this game, and it's just my opinion, but I guess a next character I'll be hyped for right now is probably Urian or like Guy. Urian or Guy. That's the two I would like to see. I know Guy's a little bit on the fence because we have Kimberly, but they could definitely make it different. And if we could have like 200 Shotos, we could have 2 Bushin Ryu ninjas, in my opinion. That's all I have. Thanks for watching. I know this is a different video. I have another one of my pilots of the character videos cooking right now. You know, I kind of got stuck with school and stuff, so just bear with me on that. But other than that, I'll see you guys in that one. And please drop in the comments. I know people say that, but I love interacting. Like I said in the beginning, I love interacting with that kind of stuff. So love to hear your opinions, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.